We do have people who are in their 30s, 40s. We also have quite the elderly too. There's a lot of information, understanding, and shock that goes into a new diagnosis, so it's just kind of helping them through that process. There was a gentleman that was end stage, and it hit me that it must be very sad to have your last Christmas in the hospital. So knowing his background, which is Hungarian, I did some research, and on Christmas Day I came down to see him and his caregiver and brought them some traditional goodies from Hungary. She had called me that same morning that he died, and she was so thankful that I'd come in and seen them. Chronic illness is quite stressful. I figure if there's something that I can do to alleviate that worry or alleviate that stress and help them lead better lives, then that would be the right thing to do.
Dr. Ahmed really spearheaded our ECT program here to increase our capacity so that we could take more patients and take them more frequently, which means better patient care, and it means reduced lengths of stay and reduced costs across the system. It was more than a year-long process, I think, from start to finish, but she was committed the entire way through. She was giving presentations to other specialties in the hospital about the importance of this, why they should be on board. She was actually, at one point, seeing every patient that was being proposed for ECT, entering the orders herself to ensure that there was consistency of care across the board. So I think overall, in terms of excellence, she really kind of epitomizes what I think the award is supposed to embody.
So the Family Birthing Center is a 44-bed unit. We deliver 3,300 babies every year, and we serve another 6,000 women through our triage department. One of the pieces of work that I'm the most proud of is the work we've been doing in the Early Pregnancy Loss Committee. That work is informed by patient and family advisors, patient experience, and is really set out to ensure that we're making the best care out of the worst experience that families can have within our walls. I look at the value of excellence as being about looking at things and trying to make them better. I think that's important in anybody's role when we're providing direct care to the public. Whether it's a small gesture or a huge significant change in the way that we flow or manage patient care. And if we take those opportunities on a regular basis, then this will certainly be the best network in the province.
Florence is an extraordinary healthcare attendant. She tries to make every patient feel valued and special. I have seen her do things like bring in little items for someone who might not have any family, a little toiletry item or something. Even patients that may have responsive behaviors, she's very good at de-escalating. She uses wonderful, gentle, persuasive approaches, validation therapy, where they feel supported because, as I say, she's so gentle and calm. And to me, I define her as a difference maker. I am so glad she is part of our 6G family, and we all love her.
They're the most vulnerable, the most high risk patients, because it's usually when they're most acutely unwell. Things that we look at with people are where do they live and who helps them when they're not in hospital and how they pay for things. Sometimes it's like participating in one of the activities with a patient. You know, if you sit down and color with them, those are sometimes the best ways to get to know people. At Christmas time, and kind of asked patients which color they like and had all these knitted things that had been donated, kind of looked to see like who needs a hat or who needs gloves. Each individual that we're able to connect with and maybe make their lives different if possible, or even offer them the potential of accessing things, that's important.
They are all previous retired employees. So they continue with their commitment and their connection to the health center. They bring a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of experience to our volunteer group. They're very helpful to patients. We know that volunteering is really valuable to people as they age, and that commitment and that ability to come once a week and participate is very helpful. And it increases our feeling of community to bring people from retirees to volunteers. I'd like to thank Heather, Joanna, Kathleen, Moira, Nellie, Sophie, Shoni, Vilma, and Sister Mary Carmen. You're very valuable members of our team here at Volunteer Services, and I thank you for continuing to share your time and your talent with us.